What did she do?
She worked as a teacher.
What did she do?
She worked as a teacher.
When did they arrive?
They arrived at 5 p.m.
When did they arrive?
They arrived at 5 p.m.
Where did he live?
He lived in New York.
Where did he live?
He lived in New York.
Who helped him?
John helped him.
Who helped him?
John helped him.
How did it work?
It worked well.
How did it work?
It worked well.
Could she sing?
Yes, she could sing.
Could she sing?
Yes, she could sing.
Should we have gone?
Yes, we should have gone.
Should we have gone?
Yes, we should have gone.
What did he like?
He liked pizza.
What did he like?
He liked pizza.
When did it start?
It started at 6 p.m.
When did it start?
It started at 6 p.m.
Where did we meet?
We met at the park.
Where did we meet?
We met at the park.
Who knew him?
Mary knew him.
Who knew him?
Mary knew him.
How did they cook?
They cooked with a stove.
How did they cook?
They cooked with a stove.
Could we start?
Yes, we could start.
Could we start?
Yes, we could start.
What did she have?
She had a car.
What did she have?
She had a car.
When did they play?
They played on Saturday.
When did they play?
They played on Saturday.
Where did it go?
It went to the shop.
Where did it go?
It went to the shop.
Who called her?
David called her.
Who called her?
David called her.
How did he run?
He ran fast.
How did he run?
He ran fast.
Could she swim?
Yes, she could swim.
Could she swim?
Yes, she could swim.
Should they have waited?
Yes, they should have waited.
Should they have waited?
Yes, they should have waited.
What did it mean?
It meant happiness.
What did it mean?
It meant happiness.
When did we leave?
We left at 8 a.m.
When did we leave?
We left at 8 a.m.
Where did they stay?
They stayed at the hotel.
Where did they stay?
They stayed at the hotel.
Who joined us?
Sarah joined us.
Who joined us?
Sarah joined us.
How did we fix it?
We fixed it with a tool.
How did we fix it?
We fixed it with a tool.
What did you eat?
I ate an apple.
What did you eat?
I ate an apple.
When did he sleep?
He slept at 10 p.m.
When did he sleep?
He slept at 10 p.m.
Where did they travel?
They traveled to Paris.
Where did they travel?
They traveled to Paris.
Who watched TV?
Mark watched TV.
Who watched TV?
Mark watched TV.
How did she write?
She wrote neatly.
How did she write?
She wrote neatly.
Could we visit?
Yes, we could visit.
Could we visit?
Yes, we could visit.
What did he read?
He read a book.
What did he read?
He read a book.
When did they practice?
They practiced in the morning.
When did they practice?
They practiced in the morning.
Where did you shop?
I shopped at the mall.
Where did you shop?
I shopped at the mall.
Who visited her?
Mike visited her.
Who visited her?
Mike visited her.
How did they learn?
They learned by doing.
How did they learn?
They learned by doing.
Could she drive?
Yes, she could drive.
Could she drive?
Yes, she could drive.
Should we have started?
Yes, we should have started.
Should we have started?
Yes, we should have started.
What did it contain?
It contained sugar.
What did it contain?
It contained sugar.
When did you call?
I called at 3 p.m.
When did you call?
I called at 3 p.m.
Where did they eat?
They ate at the restaurant.
Where did they eat?
They ate at the restaurant.
Who taught him?
Mrs. Smith taught him.
Who taught him?
Mrs. Smith taught him.
How did she dress?
She dressed elegantly.
How did she dress?
She dressed elegantly.
Could we help?
Yes, we could help.
Could we help?
Yes, we could help.
What did he drink?
He drank water.
What did he drink?
He drank water.
When did they study?
They studied in the evening.
When did they study?
They studied in the evening.
Where did you work?
I worked at a bank.
Where did you work?
I worked at a bank.
Who greeted us?
Paul greeted us.
Who greeted us?
Paul greeted us.
How did they sing?
They sang beautifully.
How did they sing?
They sang beautifully.
Could she paint?
Yes, she could paint.
Could she paint?
Yes, she could paint.
Should they have called?
Yes, they should have called.
Should they have called?
Yes, they should have called.
What did it show?
It showed a movie.
What did it show?
It showed a movie.
When did we clean?
We cleaned on Sunday.
When did we clean?
We cleaned on Sunday.
Where did they park?
They parked in the garage.
Where did they park?
They parked in the garage.
Who invited us?
Laura invited us.
Who invited us?
Laura invited us.
How did he answer?
He answered quickly.
How did he answer?
He answered quickly.
Could you drive?
Yes, I could drive.
Could you drive?
Yes, I could drive.
What did you write?
I wrote a letter.
What did you write?
I wrote a letter.
When did they swim?
They swam in the afternoon.
When did they swim?
They swam in the afternoon.
Where did you read?
I read in the library.
Where did you read?
I read in the library.
Who drove us?
Tom drove us.
Who drove us?
Tom drove us.
How did they prepare?
They prepared carefully.
How did they prepare?
They prepared carefully.
Could we talk?
Yes, we could talk.
Could we talk?
Yes, we could talk.
What did she eat?
She ate a sandwich.
What did she eat?
She ate a sandwich.
When did they leave?
They left in the morning.
When did they leave?
They left in the morning.
Where did we go?
We went to the beach.
Where did we go?
We went to the beach.
Who answered him?
Lisa answered him.
Who answered him?
Lisa answered him.
How did it taste?
It tasted sweet.
How did it taste?
It tasted sweet.
Could she teach?
Yes, she could teach.
Could she teach?
Yes, she could teach.
Should we have danced?
Yes, we should have danced.
Should we have danced?
Yes, we should have danced.
What did he cook?
He cooked pasta.
What did he cook?
He cooked pasta.
When did they sing?
They sang at church.
When did they sing?
They sang at church.
Where did you sleep?
I slept in my bed.
Where did you sleep?
I slept in my bed.
Who visited him?
Nancy visited him.
Who visited him?
Nancy visited him.
How did they feel?
They felt happy.
How did they feel?
They felt happy.
Could she run?
Yes, she could run.
Could she run?
Yes, she could run.
What did it cost?
It cost $10.
What did it cost?
It cost $10.
When did we finish?
We finished at 4 p.m.
When did we finish?
We finished at 4 p.m.
Where did they play?
They played in the park.
Where did they play?
They played in the park.
Who knew her?
James knew her.
Who knew her?
James knew her.
How did you sleep?
I slept well.
How did you sleep?
I slept well.
Could he dance?
Yes, he could dance.
Could he dance?
Yes, he could dance.
Should they have stopped?
Yes, they should have stopped.
Should they have stopped?
Yes, they should have stopped.
What did it include?
It included a guide.
What did it include?
It included a guide.
When did you shop?
I shopped on weekends.
When did you shop?
I shopped on weekends.
Where did they sleep?
They slept in the hotel.
Where did they sleep?
They slept in the hotel.
Who taught us?
Mr. Brown taught us.
Who taught us?
Mr. Brown taught us.
How did you cook?
I cooked with a pan.
How did you cook?
I cooked with a pan.
Could he help?
Yes, he could help.
Could he help?
Yes, he could help.
What did she drive?
She drove a car.
What did she drive?
She drove a car.
When did they arrive?
They arrived at noon.
When did they arrive?
They arrived at noon.
Where did you go?
I went to school.
Where did you go?
I went to school.
Who helped her?
Tom helped her.
Who helped her?
Tom helped her.
How did it work?
It worked perfectly.
How did it work?
It worked perfectly.
Could we sing?
Yes, we could sing.
Could we sing?
Yes, we could sing.
What did he build?
He built houses.
What did he build?
He built houses.
When did they come?
They came on Friday.
When did they come?
They came on Friday.
Where did you live?
I lived in a house.
Where did you live?
I lived in a house.
Who watched him?
Emily watched him.
Who watched him?
Emily watched him.
How did you study?
I studied hard.
How did you study?
I studied hard.
Could he swim?
Yes, he could swim.
Could he swim?
Yes, he could swim.
Should we have stayed?
Yes, we should have stayed.
Should we have stayed?
Yes, we should have stayed.
What did it weigh?
It weighed 5 pounds.
What did it weigh?
It weighed 5 pounds.
When did you run?
I ran in the morning.
When did you run?
I ran in the morning.
Where did they live?
They lived in the city.
Where did they live?
They lived in the city.
Who helped us?
Jane helped us.
Who helped us?
Jane helped us.
How did she drive?
She drove safely.
How did she drive?
She drove safely.
Could you cook?
Yes, I could cook.
Could you cook?
Yes, I could cook.
What did he buy?
He bought groceries.
What did he buy?
He bought groceries.
When did they sleep?
They slept at night.
When did they sleep?
They slept at night.
Where did you travel?
I traveled to Italy.
Where did you travel?
I traveled to Italy.
Who visited you?
My friend visited me.
Who visited you?
My friend visited me.
How did he talk?
He talked quietly.
How did he talk?
He talked quietly.
Could they play?
Yes, they could play.
Could they play?
Yes, they could play.
What did you watch?
I watched a movie.
What did you watch?
I watched a movie.
When did we start?
We started at 9 a.m.
When did we start?
We started at 9 a.m.
Where did they park?
They parked on the street.
Where did they park?
They parked on the street.
Who answered us?
John answered us.
Who answered us?
John answered us.
How did you travel?
I traveled by car.
How did you travel?
I traveled by car.
Could she talk?
Yes, she could talk.
Could she talk?
Yes, she could talk.
Should they have helped?
Yes, they should have helped.
Should they have helped?
Yes, they should have helped.
What did he need?
He needed help.
What did he need?
He needed help.
When did we meet?
We met on Monday.
When did we meet?
We met on Monday.
Where did they study?
They studied at school.
Where did they study?
They studied at school.
Who visited us?
Anna visited us.
Who visited us?
Anna visited us.
How did she cook?
She cooked well.
How did she cook?
She cooked well.
Could you visit?
Yes, I could visit.
Could you visit?
Yes, I could visit.
What did it show?
It showed a painting.
What did it show?
It showed a painting.
When did they eat?
They ate at 6 p.m.
When did they eat?
They ate at 6 p.m.
Where did you park?
I parked in the lot.
Where did you park?
I parked in the lot.
Who read it?
Jane read it.
Who read it?
Jane read it.
How did he learn?
He learned quickly.
How did he learn?
He learned quickly.
Could they visit?
Yes, they could visit.
Could they visit?
Yes, they could visit.
What did you like?
I liked music.
What did you like?
I liked music.
When did we eat?
We ate at 7 p.m.
When did we eat?
We ate at 7 p.m.
Where did they go?
They went to the gym.
Where did they go?
They went to the gym.
Who taught you?
Mrs. Lee taught me.
Who taught you?
Mrs. Lee taught me.
How did you feel?
I felt fine.
How did you feel?
I felt fine.
Could she play?
Yes, she could play.
Could she play?
Yes, she could play.
Should he have gone?
Yes, he should have gone.
Should he have gone?
Yes, he should have gone.
What did it cost?
It cost $15.
What did it cost?
It cost $15.
When did you sleep?
I slept at 10 p.m.
When did you sleep?
I slept at 10 p.m.
Where did they walk?
They walked in the park.
Where did they walk?
They walked in the park.
Who greeted him?
Sarah greeted him.
Who greeted him?
Sarah greeted him.
How did he work?
He worked diligently.
How did he work?
He worked diligently.
Could you study?
Yes, I could study.
Could you study?
Yes, I could study.
What did they want?
They wanted food.
What did they want?
They wanted food.
When did we talk?
We talked at lunch.
When did we talk?
We talked at lunch.
Where did you run?
I ran in the park.
Where did you run?
I ran in the park.
Who invited him?
John invited him.
Who invited him?
John invited him.
How did it end?
It ended well.
How did it end?
It ended well.
Could they learn?
Yes, they could learn.
Could they learn?
Yes, they could learn.
What did you think?
I thought it was great.
What did you think?
I thought it was great.
When did we leave?
We left at 5 p.m.
When did we leave?
We left at 5 p.m.
Where did they eat?
They ate at a restaurant.
Where did they eat?
They ate at a restaurant.
Who watched her?
Paul watched her.
Who watched her?
Paul watched her.
How did you play?
I played well.
How did you play?
I played well.
Could we leave?
Yes, we could leave.
Could we leave?
Yes, we could leave.
Should you have read?
Yes, I should have read.
Should you have read?
Yes, I should have read.
What did he say?
He said hello.
What did he say?
He said hello.
When did you arrive?
I arrived at 8 a.m.
When did you arrive?
I arrived at 8 a.m.
Where did they go?
They went to the park.
Where did they go?
They went to the park.
Who helped you?
Lucy helped me.
Who helped you?
Lucy helped me.
How did he eat?
He ate quickly.
How did he eat?
He ate quickly.
Could they swim?
Yes, they could swim.
Could they swim?
Yes, they could swim.
Should he have called?
Yes, he should have called.
Should he have called?
Yes, he should have called.
What did she need?
She needed a pencil.
What did she need?
She needed a pencil.
When did they travel?
They traveled in summer.
When did they travel?
They traveled in summer.
Where did you live?
I lived in the country.
Where did you live?
I lived in the country.
Who read it?
Mary read it.
Who read it?
Mary read it.
How did they study?
They studied quietly.
How did they study?
They studied quietly.
Could she write?
Yes, she could write.
Could she write?
Yes, she could write.
What did we eat?
We ate breakfast.
What did we eat?
We ate breakfast.
When did you walk?
I walked in the evening.
When did you walk?
I walked in the evening.
Where did they play?
They played in the yard.
Where did they play?
They played in the yard.
Who visited her?
Kate visited her.
Who visited her?
Kate visited her.
How did it feel?
It felt soft.
How did it feel?
It felt soft.
What did she do?
She worked as a teacher.
What did she do?
She worked as a teacher.
When did they arrive?
They arrived at 5 p.m.
When did they arrive?
They arrived at 5 p.m.
Where did he live?
He lived in New York.
Where did he live?
He lived in New York.
Who helped him?
John helped him.
Who helped him?
John helped him.
How did they cook?
They cooked well.
How did they cook?
They cooked well.
Could she sing?
Yes, she could sing.
Could she sing?
Yes, she could sing.
What did you do?
I worked as a doctor.
What did you do?
I worked as a doctor.
When did he come?
He came at 6 a.m.
When did he come?
He came at 6 a.m.
Where did they study?
They studied at home.
Where did they study?
They studied at home.
Who visited her?
Mary visited her.
Who visited her?
Mary visited her.
How did it work?
It worked well.
How did it work?
It worked well.
Could he drive?
Yes, he could drive.
Could he drive?
Yes, he could drive.
What did they eat?
They ate vegetables.
What did they eat?
They ate vegetables.
When did she leave?
She left at 7 p.m.
When did she leave?
She left at 7 p.m.
Where did you go?
I went to the gym.
Where did you go?
I went to the gym.
Who knew him?
Lisa knew him.
Who knew him?
Lisa knew him.
How did you feel?
I felt good.
How did you feel?
I felt good.
Could they dance?
Yes, they could dance.
Could they dance?
Yes, they could dance.
What did she like?
She liked reading.
What did she like?
She liked reading.
When did we start?
We started at 8 a.m.
When did we start?
We started at 8 a.m.
Where did it hurt?
It hurt here.
Where did it hurt?
It hurt here.
Who visited you?
Tom visited me.
Who visited you?
Tom visited me.
How did he study?
He studied hard.
How did he study?
He studied hard.
Could you help?
Yes, I could help.
Could you help?
Yes, I could help.
What did we need?
We needed water.
What did we need?
We needed water.
When did they leave?
They left at noon.
When did they leave?
They left at noon.
Where did she work?
She worked at a hospital.
Where did she work?
She worked at a hospital.
Who loved her?
Jake loved her.
Who loved her?
Jake loved her.
How did you cook?
I cooked slowly.
How did you cook?
I cooked slowly.
Could he come?
Yes, he could come.
Could he come?
Yes, he could come.
What did you see?
I saw a bird.
What did you see?
I saw a bird.
When did it arrive?
It arrived at 10 a.m.
When did it arrive?
It arrived at 10 a.m.
Where did we meet?
We met at the park.
Where did we meet?
We met at the park.
Who called you?
Sarah called me.
Who called you?
Sarah called me.
How did she learn?
She learned quickly.
How did she learn?
She learned quickly.
Could they come?
Yes, they could come.
Could they come?
Yes, they could come.
What did you drink?
I drank coffee.
What did you drink?
I drank coffee.
When did he sleep?
He slept at 10 p.m.
When did he sleep?
He slept at 10 p.m.
Where did you work?
I worked at an office.
Where did you work?
I worked at an office.
Who visited them?
Alice visited them.
Who visited them?
Alice visited them.
How did it feel?
It felt good.
How did it feel?
It felt good.
Could we stay?
Yes, we could stay.
Could we stay?
Yes, we could stay.
What did they do?
They played soccer.
What did they do?
They played soccer.
When did you go?
I went at 3 p.m.
When did you go?
I went at 3 p.m.
Thanks for watching. See you in the next video soon.